Shabbat Shalom, everyone, on this very, very beautiful 5th day of July, the day after Independence Day. It is Saturday, and it is the Sabbath day. I wanted to come on here and to spend a little time this morning with all of my viewers and subscribers. This is where we need to be, close to God. We need God in our lives every day, every single day, each and every day, and be thankful for all that He has provided for us. What a beautiful Sabbath. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, and I feel so close to my Father this morning. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let's together, you and I, rejoice and be exceedingly glad in it. Let me go to announcements real quick. But before I do, I want to share something wonderful with you. I had a busy day yesterday. We were going to go camping, but I think a lot of you can relate to this. At the beginning of the month, all our bills at home are due, so by the time we paid the bills, there was not enough to go around to go camping. I wanted to pick my sister up, Suzanne, who lives in Romulus, Michigan, and she's disabled, but again, I couldn't even afford to go and pick up my sister. So we kind of stayed home and just stayed at home and had family time yesterday on the 4th. But no, it's hard to explain. I had gas in my truck, but that is to work in the ministry. It's not for my own personal use. And yesterday morning, about 10:30, I had the truck loaded up with food and pre-cooked meals, Bibles, and a bunch of clothing, a lot of clothing to distribute to the homeless. So I set out, and I was headed towards Flint, Michigan. I was going up Bristol Road when I seen a homeless gentleman carrying a sign, standing at the side of the freeway that read "Homeless and Hungry." And now this is the same location, a different gentleman, where I had stopped to help, and the police, a nice police officer, gave me a hard time, so you might remember that. So I made a U-turn, I turned the truck around, and I pulled over. I just parked into the parking lot where a bank is, and I walked over. I got a Bible and some food, and a Bible postcard, and I asked the gentleman if I could pray for him. He told me his name was Dave. And I prayed with him and prayed for him. Then I gave him the Bible and the food, and I said, I looked down, he didn't even have shoes on his feet. My arm's getting tired. He didn't have shoes on his feet. And I asked him if he wanted to come to the truck, that I had some clothing and some shoes and some more things that he could probably use. And he did. And he wanted the food. He said, my brother Steve is homeless as well, and he wanted to take some clothing and food to his brother. So he was loading up on the clothing and the boxes of food and trying to carry it, and he couldn't manage. And he was disabled himself. So I took Dave to where his brother was. Now I find this interesting. I'm going to turn the camera around just for a moment, because I get emotional when I talk about this. He said, let's go, will you drive me to my brother's house? And I said, your brother Steve has a house, but I thought you were homeless. We are homeless, but this is where we live. So I put Dave in the truck, put the food back in, and we went up Bristol Road, up to Fenton Road, and he said, it's just not too far. Then we came up on a street, and he said, turn here. So I started to turn down the street, and Dave said, no, into the parking lot. And I said, Dave, this is an attorney at law's office. He said, I know, this is where we live. And I want you to look at all of God's beauty here, but I get emotional. I turned into the attorney's parking lot, and when I parked the car, I seen a house attached to the law office. and there was a giant motorhome in the parking lot, along with another house. And there, I can't tell you how many homeless people were. They were just sitting there. I met Dave's brother, Steve, who was sleeping on a bench out front. And we unloaded everything I had, all the food, all the clothing that was donated to the ministry. And I got to pray with these wonderful, wonderful people. And then I met the attorney, and his name is Michael. And we sat down in lawn chairs, and they were so grateful to get the food. And he said that God had directed him to help those in need, and that God brought me to him, that he has a partner, and together they are trying to meet the needs in the city of Flint, and asked if I would join with them and we could work together and be partners together to fight poverty and homelessness. And they were so glad to get the food. It was the 4th of July, and they were going to cook, have a cookout for the homeless people. There were families there, women, children, vets. And Michael, the attorney, said, follow me around the corner, and I did. And there's another attorney office, his partner, and I get emotional. And attached to that attorney's office is a storehouse of food, shelves upon shelves where they need help with food, and there's not much food on the shelves, and walk-in freezers. So Father God has poured out his blessing upon this ministry. I'll be going back there Monday, and together he wants us to join Trumpet of God Ministries, to join with him and to help meet the needs. Father God has blessed this ministry. So I just wanted to share that with you. So I'm out of everything, food, all the clothes that you have donated. I want you to know they went to a very, very needy group of human beings. I want to acknowledge those that have given to the ministry. We are so blessed. Very hard for me. For the 4th of July, I want to thank Jeanette from New York, who gave a precious gift of $10, and Anthony from Florida, $10, and Diane and John Bowden from California, a precious offering of $50 to the ministry. I love you all. Let's not worry about false flags and events that we have no control over. It was very difficult Independence Day for me. Today we are to celebrate our independence and our freedoms, as our freedoms are being stripped and taken away from us. Instead of worrying and having a spirit of fear, look up. Look up. Our redemption draws near. God bless you.